When you're a teenager, feeling cool is really important. We've all been there. We've all know what it feels like. You never you're never going to feel cooler than when you get your first job. You're making money, you feel smart, and as if you're in demand. The ultimate teenager egotism is telling old people what to do and feeling like you're somehow profiting from their stupidity. This is why the retail staff is so young. It's almost cult-like in nature. They all have to be drinking the Kool-Aid for it works, since it's a big facade. While I could write an extremely separate book about how this works in truly urban areas, let's talk about how it works in the main demographic, which is rural and suburban areas. We all know the stereotypes of the quarterback of the high school football team, big super macho, popular while dating the head cheerleader. Other than John Wayne as a cowboy, there was probably the most stereotypical American image in our culture. You always have the smart kids who move away, go to college, and make a ton of money. But what about everyone else? We have the whole spectrum of people who feel left behind, stuck in the 12th grade with no future. Here's the problem with the BBY environment. It creates false hope. It creates a false solution for those who feel left behind. Instead of motivating them to do what feels right to them and helping them live their own lives to the fullest potential, it traps them in an imaginary society and culture which they only consistently be replaced by someone younger and eager. The determined and the older employees will no doubt be more bitter, less encouraged than otherwise would have been, and will become adults who waste their money trying to buy back their youth and the good old days.
Service as a weapon. Another way in which customer service may be used as a weapon to deter people from expecting it is to employ techniques that make the customer service representative appear to be doing his best impression of Jerry Lewis doing an impression of Helen Keller. One of the easiest and best examples I can give you is when you're in a store looking for a specific item and you don't see it on the shelf. Reluctantly, you go to find a store employee and tell them that you've looked, but the item is not on the shelf. And can they please see if there are any more in the back of the store? The first thing they do every time is walk you right back to where you had been and look exactly where you were looking, but the only thing is they take 10 times longer to look for the item than you did in the first place. Usually the next response is that they are sold out. This is why I don't think all forms of violence should be completely illegal.